What do you mean like we normally do? We're so natural and fluid at this.
I know, right?
Oh, so natural.
It is. It's one of life's
Nothing weird
great
about it.
mysteries how we pull this off every month. I swear to God.
Just pure professionalism around here.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, nothing
Tailored.
but.
Polished.
So how about New York, guys?
I have.
Right?
Okay, husband has been telling me like about the ridiculousness of it. I haven't actually gone in and looked at any of it, but it looks like a shit show. If I'm being
Right?
I was
real.
I was mostly just referencing the book.
Oh.
That makes a lot of sense.
I have chat up.
Perfect.
All right. So, guys, welcome to our season finale for season 2. That's 2 seasons in the bag. It's actually been a year and a half. No, more than more than that.
It's been more than that,
2.5 years for these 2 seasons. This second season was an extended season because we decided last summer that we were going to start taking a break for the summer and we were going to have our season cut. So it has been a wild ride and we have read so many books. This month, though, we read for the cryptids and my birthday present to ourselves, although that is going to be discussed today and debatable. We read Bitterburn by Sierra Simone.
So
Who
that's
wants
the
to
first
say
time
it?
I've seen
Hold
how
on.
freaking chunky it is.
She's a thick
You just pulled that
girl.
thing. She's a
Okay.
thick girl.
Okay, somebody needs to say it. I know somebody aside from myself is going to say it.
I have thoughts.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
That is going to be, I think, on one of our, when we finally make sweatshirts, I think it's going to be, we need to have an even.
We need a mug.
Oh, yes.
Yes, a mug.
Yes, that says, I have thoughts.
Just sip it quietly.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nondescript book with like a quill stuck in it that's got "I have thoughts" written on the cover.
With the
Perfect.
lovely lips that Miss Bessie drew for us. Did you know that she actually did a lot of our graphics for the podcast? The lips that I use everywhere, awesome. She drew those. And I'm hoping with this new season. Okay, so before we get into the discussion, I really hope this upcoming season we can refresh everything, especially since we are starting new shows. We're going to show new things on the channel. So it's going to be TPLD Productions presenting It's So Good It's Fright. Which I am really
so wrong it's fright, but
that's
close.
Right.
It's so wrong. You know what? So wrong it's fright. I like that.
I'm dumb, okay? I'm dumb. And I have a couple of months to work on it, okay?
Well, just like it's like the old phrase, so wrong it's right, but so wrong it's fright.
Yes. So I'm actually looking forward to when we can play some of the games that I'm ready. I'm ready to do like the Backrooms Minecraft or He Who Watches Minecraft. I am so excited. Okay, we read all 3 books of the Lyonesse trilogy. Bitterburn was the finale by Sierra Simone. It was the ultimate ending. And I'm glad Nigel said it. I'm going to say it too. I have thoughts.
We have thoughts. There's thoughts.
You say ultimate ending, but it was an ending.
It was.
No. I'm saying an ultimate ending as in like what we were expecting after the first book. Not after the second. But after the first book. Because we had read the first book and this had just come out. So then we planned to do all 3, right? And then book 2 was not great. And then I'm just going to start off with this. The ending killed the entire story for me.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, way to make this instead of a retelling as more of a fan fiction.
Yeah.
You mean
1,000%.
Yeah.
With the ending, do you mean the ending with the scales or the ending with the cardinal?
I mean the ending of looking out on basically the property in Cornwall and being told,
"Oh, okay,
we've done this before."
Yeah. I thought that was when I got to that part. I was like, "Really, this is what we're gonna do?
That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do." That, like, I was okay until basically those 2 scenes, because it kind of happened before that when she was like, you need to remember. And I was just like, Lady Anguish can go suck my left nut, okay? Because you've just ruined everything that I read. I was okay with the entirety of the book until the second to last scene with Lady Anguish.
They didn't need it to have that. Why did they?
Like I said, this went from a retelling, a re-envisioning of the story into a fanfic that quick.
It went from an interesting take of a modernization to just begging for scraps. Really, is what it turned it into. It really turned it into like oh my God, just in case there's a couple of people who don't realize that we're hinting at this like classic of literature.
Slam it.
Yeah. Let's ram it home.
Let's not only introduce the original text as something that becomes a key player. Like, I thought that was going to play an instrument in it, but it didn't.
Nope. It ruined the entire series for me.
Like, just don't let those 2 things exist in the same universe. It would have been so easy to do.
I don't understand why. I don't understand that decision.
It's because she has the Arthur Guinevere Lancelot story also in this universe.
Yep.
And it's another series.
That's why.
It's a tie-in. And to make it all make sense, it all has to be mystical, magical gobbledygook.
Right, but the thing is like, it's like if you were reading a book and it kind of had like a Romeo and Juliet feel, and like all of a sudden they're like, oh, this is like Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, you'd be like, shut up, we already know, like, it's been there the whole freaking time.
I mean, it's not like she changed the names.
Right, exactly.
She modified the spelling.
She didn't change the names, she didn't change any of the iconology. She didn't change any of the literary points. She put a contemporary paint on it and had it kinky and LGBT friendly.
Yep.
I was so disappointed.
And also, like, I was kind of bummed. Like, I feel for the first 2 books, they really painted Mark a specific way, and they made him into this like awesome character, and they made him really like unrelatably relatable. And then in this one, they turned him into like a little bit more than Tristan.
He was
I hated him in this book.
Okay, so I remember getting your text that said, I hate Mark more than I've ever hated him before in either of the first 2 books. And I was reading it and I was like, I wonder why. Why she would say that? And because like I actually started to like him more in this one. Until
okay.
There's a big until. Oh, go ahead, Nigel. Go ahead. Please.
No, I'm kind of right there with you. Like, for the first book, when they introduced him, I liked that they kept a very like they kept him present but in the background, and they made him this like mysterious character, and they made him like they made him a god, which is what he was. He was the god of the Kink Club, basically.
Yes.
And they did a great job of that. And then in the second one, they kind of like they showed that he has a little bit of weakness, but not really too much. And then in this one, they made him such a whiny little dork.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Okay.
but it wasn't good
and then I have a
whining. It
hear
was
me
like
out.
No, it was pathetic.
I was so frustrated. It was pathetic. It was all pathetic, and I was just so frustrated at like all the level of stalking and just.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is so weak, and also killing the character a lot for me. And I just
hear me out.
And then the ending where
okay,
I don't know. I don't want to go too into spoilers, but like when the reveal is that he, he's a lot more of a mastermind than he lets on, but I'm just like, okay, then don't describe his thoughts the way that you wrote them. I don't understand the decision behind that. I don't know.
Yeah, don't make it Confessions of a Sad Boy. Like walk us through the plot of the Sherlock Holmes, like in the Sherlock Holmes movies when he's like laying out the exact plan.
Exactly. I wanted to know. I was like, I had the thought the entire time. I'm like, there's no way he doesn't know. And then, yeah. So.
Okay.
All right.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay. I'm trying.
You're holding
so
it
hard.
in. You're holding it
so
in.
hard. Okay. So, I agree. The first book, he was this elusive kind of like we're told at the very, very beginning he's getting married, and throughout the entirety of the first book, we know that, and everything that's going on, we forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, even the couple of times that Tristan mentions, he's like, yeah, he's getting married, this has to stop, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And we're like, yeah, shit, that is happening. And then it happens, and we're left at the very end of book 1 going, what is he gonna do about it? About Tristan and Isolde. And why is he acting the way he's acting? Like, it helps on the style in which she wrote these. It does help give the character, all of the characters, even the one that I think has absolutely no personality, a little bit more personality. It is written in a true, like, first person fashion in that manner. Like, there are still, I still have quips about, and points that I hate about the first person, even in these ones. Again, first person, you shouldn't have any insight in what the other person is thinking and feeling. You can read somebody's emotion on their face, but you don't know exactly what's going through their mind because of that. It doesn't really give you any insight. She does play that fairly well in the first book. Mm-hmm. Second book, Isolde has absolutely no fucking personality. Just nothing but Catholic guilt. And does absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. We get a couple of scenes from Tristan's point of view because, of course, he has now got the guilt of I'm sleeping with my boss's fiance/wife. And then that whole plays out. We never see Mark's point of view. And I love that. In this one, the first third, I actually kind of love the fact that he knows where they're at. He does watch them. Because that seems like a very Mark thing to do. And he is grappling with something. And I think the fact that it is kind of whiny boy-ish, there's heavy bunny ears there for our listeners. It kind of helps because it doesn't let on that he knows things, but you do get the sense that he does feel bad. However, the fact that he followed them to wherever the fuck they went, did nothing, took 2 weeks to get home, and then they just showed up like a couple of days later and everything is fine. That's a problem for me.
Because he left them a note.
I know he left them a note, but like... That's
a little love note.
That's these two people who were so scared of him that they went on the run to a different country
That's the problem
they
I
woke
had.
up missing property with a love note on them, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, we should go back to him."
Yes.
What?
That was the problem that I had with that. And then like him trying to grapple with what he knows between them, because it is kind of hinted that he does know something, right? You know, he has a reason for hiring Tristan and for going after Isolde. Fine, whatever.
I will give that credit. The Tristan part, they kept that close to the chest throughout the entire thing, and that was cool. That reveal was kind of cool.
Yes, I love that reveal, especially since that is such a point of Tristan's trauma.
Yeah,
it is talked about so much in book 1 that it is ingrained in his psyche. Like, he is doing penitence for this thing, and he is trying to be a better man because of this thing, even though it was in the line of duty and whatever.
And then also the part how they connected, not just, or like they revealed the big Tristan thing, but they also included his Tristan thing, or Tristan's thing, not just affected Mark and himself, obviously,
Right.
but it also affected what's her name, the Andrea.
Yes. Yeah.
Which really brought it all together, and I was like, oh, okay. Now I kind of understand. Like, I understand. I like Andrea more now. Like, it makes more sense. Whereas before, I was like, why do they just have this spiteful character who, like, kind of hero worships her boss?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that they elaborated that.
I am totally blanking on what the fucking shit stick with Andrea is, though. Like, I think I was just reeling so much that I don't remember what her thing was.
I can send you a message in Discord.
I can't look at it.
I can send you. I can reveal it.
Yeah, tell me.
Kara Sims, not Sims. Sims, right?
Yeah, Sims. His friend.
It's Sims.
No, so it wasn't his friend. It wasn't his best friend. So when his best friend died was when they were protecting the prime minister or whatever it was, the big guy for the country.
Andrea was the chick's sister. It was the chick
or
right?
girlfriend, I think.
Yeah,
girlfriend.
I don't know if it was sister or girlfriend. I think it was girlfriend. But like the chick who died in the alleyway in front of him that haunted his nightmares.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And he thought that was in a complete. He's like, oh, we were in this country, and the thing that happened to Mark's husband was in a completely different country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I remember. Okay, that's all I needed. Yeah, that made so much more sense after. But here's the other thing: like, didn't that all happen only like a year before Mark hired Tristan?
Yes.
So, like, how does I don't know. I have questions about like the legitimacy of the trust that Andrea put into Mark, and like building a Lyonesse and all of that kind of stuff. Like, in a year you were able to do all of this?
Yeah, it all takes place like 18 months before.
Right. The first book,
timeline.
The first book. And then by the end of this book, it's been like 2 years. Two and a half, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, I have logistics issues with that. It was satisfying to see the whole fucking thing burn, though.
It was.
Yeah. And him just walk away from it. Like,
yeah.
I'm glad he sold it.
That's pretty cool.
To Lady Anguish, but I have a big problem with Lady Anguish's character altogether. And the fact her husband's name is Merlin.
Oh, I hated that too.
You mean Nimue?
Nimue.
Yeah.
Just, they were trying to be real subtle. That's all. They're trying to be real subtle.
Not subtle. Subtlety is not.
Okay.
Not in this book.
Hold on. In the Arthurian legend, the Lady of Lake is named 3 different things, okay? It's Nimue, it's Vivian, and it's fucking Morgan Le Fay, okay? Because the Lady of the Lake isn't an actual person, it's an idea, okay? So anybody could be it. The fact that they settled on Nimue, which was, I believe, the Irish name for the Lady of the Lake, is pissing me off. Merlin is not a name, it's a title as well.
Mm-hmm. But it's not recognizable otherwise, so you have to say Merlin.
Yeah. If you didn't say Merlin, they wouldn't know who you're talking about.
And
Exactly.
the story of Tristan and Isolde is not actually set in the world of Camelot. It's just as old as the story of Camelot, of Arthurian legend. It's like Mark and Isolde and Tristan don't ever meet any of the Arthurian characters. They're not in the same world.
You're thinking too much. You're
That
You're not supposed to think that
thing
hard.
just pissed me off so much. I was like, ah! when it happened. I think I actually came out and looked at my husband like, ah! Because it was just like,
I had to take breaks with this book, and Todd got an earful. I was just like, I can't listen to Mark anymore. I have to take a break.
I powered through this last book, and it got to the point of where like I was reading it so fast that when I would miss certain details, I didn't care enough to go back.
Yeah. I listened to
because it was like it felt like it felt like what she was doing, the author, was trying to wrap up the story without a plan.
Well,
but trying to keep true to the literature while being original.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't die. It's not true to the original then.
Well, he kind of dies though.
It's like a metaphorical death.
And then he's reborn.
His past self is dead.
Yeah.
Which is I take it for what it was.
On your face right now is exactly how we all feel.
Mark lives. Yep. Tristan and Isolde die.
I was kind of really hoping for that ending. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I couldn't wait for it to blow up all in their face. I was like, this is gonna be sad. No, I'm gearing up.
It would have been great if he. It would have been great if he would have like escaped and like Tristan's just floating face down in the pool.
Yep.
It would have been wonderful. I would have loved that ending. It would have been a satisfying.
We need more tragic romance.
I love a good tragic romance. Oh my gosh.
There's not that many. Many good ones.
Okay, so that's why I write the ones that I write for those writing competitions, because there's not enough good tragic romance. But I never win because nobody gets it. They're like, oh, this could have been better if you did this. And I'm like, yeah, it could have been
happily
like
ever
everybody
after.
else's fucking trash AI bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I 100% get that, because like there are so like in the same realm of like, you know, fandom of certain genres and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I love horror's my thing. I love horror movies. It's really like a big thing for me. I like extremely scary horror because like what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is like I also don't necessarily like it when everybody survives in a horror movie. I like when they kill off all of the cast. I like when they put a definitive ending on something like that, when there's no real story and they're not going to make a second one.
Yeah.
But like it almost never happens because people are like, but I want to see the hero. Fuck the hero. The hero can die. It's fine. Let the monster win.
Yep. Every once in a while, the cat eats the mouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's,
you can't have your cake and eat it too, which never made sense to me, but whatever. So,
but I sort of take that same philosophy. Like you and I played D&D together for a significant chunk of time, and like at any point in time when I'm playing D&D, I have 4 characters loaded in the chamber because I'm like, one of these fuckers is gonna die.
Well, the principle of D&D, a CR rating, a CR
challenge rating.
Yeah, challenge rating.
Yeah.
Takes into account that it takes that number is say you have a CR 4, okay? That means that it takes 4 characters at 4th level expending quarter of their resources to defeat that monster. That means one person dies if you break it down enough, okay? So like the fact that Stroud, one of my favorite characters ever in D&D lore, is like a
He's
challenge rating
really good.
20. That means 4 characters at level 20, one of them is going to die facing him. It
Yep.
if you
Yep.
play it right. If the DM is playing it right, okay?
Mhm.
The challenge rating in all of these fucking stories and all these fucking movies are CR1, and everybody's a level 20 character. Mythic.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
what's
problem.
back.
The point?
Yeah.
What's the point? If there is no
You have a
anxiety
MacGuffin.
and no build up, there is no story.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable. And the fact that everything has a fucking happy ending.
Yeah.
Pardon
Yeah,
my
and
friend.
Did not
that is
need
one
it.
thing I will. That is one thing that I will give this book, though, is that like they didn't continue to make Mark more powerful. They kept Mark basically like stagnant.
Yeah.
Like he'd already laid all his plans. He knew what was going to happen. He'd already planned everything out. So he knew he didn't need to do more. So he didn't become better. He didn't like all of a sudden find his inner self and become superhuman.
Yeah.
And none of them did. They all kind of stayed pretty basic as their enemies kind of got more difficult.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they
did.
survived.
They
is the only
did,
way of
yeah.
phrasing it. But then they were like they
True.
cut to the epilogue, and it's like 8 years later, or 2 years later, or whatever it is. I don't remember how far into the
was
future
like
it was,
2
but they're like,
years.
"Look at us, we're all a happy-go-lucky group of people now." And it's like, I hate you. I wish one of you would have like lost a leg or a heart,
Something.
or not a heart, but like a lung or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like
you
have
brought
some
it
sort
up.
of trend. Like
died.
Isolde.
Have one of them die. Honestly,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it have been a great twist for like both of Tristan and Isolde to die? Didn't all 3 of them die in the original, or is it just Mark?
If I mean, no. In the original, I'm pretty
Just
sure it was Tristan
Tristan
that
and
died.
Isolde, I think.
Yeah, Tristan
Okay.
is killed in battle, and Isolde poisons
And then
herself
Isolde
afterwards.
Poison.
Mark
Okay.
survives.
So Mark should have died.
yeah, that honest to goodness,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Mark should have died. That would have been a good twist.
It would have been a
but
nice ending.
Instead, like he metaphorically dies, and then he finds his humanity, and he like the forgiving Sedge thing really irritated me. For a man whose whole purpose was revenge.
I love Sedge. Justice for Sedge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look, they did do Sedge dirty.
They did.
Yeah.
Okay. I had an issue with the whole church encounter. I
Yep.
absolutely loved the scales. The scales
Me too.
encounter. That to me was I was actually streaming, playing Minecraft, listening to it, and I
Oh,
was
were
just
you?
like, I think if you go back, you can see the point. I'm like doing the roof on my fairy house, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't see that one coming." And I thought that was great. Okay, I thought that was great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was definitely not expecting that at all when they did the big reveal on the scales.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome because it was like not even cookie crumbed through the entire thing.
Mhm.
You know, Sims meeting a priest and his sister talking about him, and I was like, huh. That is a weird tidbit to just include. Like, okay, yeah,
That's
it
just-
brings him into the whole under the church umbrella and stuff like that. But this is just odd kind of, background. Like, why is Mark even looking into this? But whatever. Okay, cool. He's got something to fucking do, and it's not stalking, Isolde and Mark.
Yeah.
Or Isolde and Tristan, I'm sorry.
And Tristan,
then it just being unloaded like that. I was like, oh, this is crunchy. This is good. I like
Good
this.
stuff.
But then it was fucking demolished by the whole goddamn, remember, we've done this before a couple of times. Which just means, like,
Also-
to me, like, is what, somebody resetting the game? Like, they didn't like the ending, so they just hit, the power button? Or they pushed...
They reset.
Also,
like,
here-
I thought about the old Super Nintendo and you had the reset button on the console. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh, those fuckers.
Like the thing. So here's the part that really look. I have thoughts. This is one of those moments, and like most of the story mostly fell apart at the end.
Oh yeah.
To be fair.
Oh yeah.
Because the chapter before Mark and the scales review was Isolde at the VP's property.
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? And she makes the decision. She borrows the car, and she's going back to Lyonesse.
Yes.
And it's like,
I
okay,
rolled
cool.
my eyes
She
so
gets
hard.
there.
I hated that.
First of all, it took no convincing for her. It took her like 8.5 seconds of not being next
Not
to
even.
them.
Yeah.
And then it took some priest being like, it's okay, God still loves you. And she's like, God loves me, I'm going.
The Catholic guilt, again,
anyways.
a painting. It's not even like a real thing. It was just a painting.
But so she drives back, and mind you, she's still furious at Mark. But she loves him. And she's still obsessed with Tristan, and she loves him. And she gets back, and like Tristan is potentially in danger, and Mark is potentially in danger, and she's like, I'm gonna go save Mark.
Yep.
Like, really? This is the route we took?
And also, like, spy, but
why not?
He's the one that needs help.
Yeah.
You can potentially make the argument that, like, oh, okay, here's what happened. She saw that Tristan was okay, and then she went down there and she went to go and help Mark. Why didn't Tristan go with then?
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to know.
There are so many. Well, because the story said that it couldn't happen that way. There are times where I will yell at a screen, like, "Why would you do that?" And then I'm quietly reminded because the script told them to, and
it's the plot.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that right now. It's the plot. There was so. This is a thick book. There was just so much, and yet so little. At the same time,
we didn't do the housekeeping at the top. It's 500 pages.
Oh my god! We didn't do any of that, so let's do it, okay? And I will fix it in post. Okay, who's got our digital stats?
I am recording on my phone, but I can pull it up on my computer.
Yeah, I think I sent you guys a text message. I was like, it's freaking like 27 hours or something stupid. I was like, it's gonna take me a long time to get through this thing. And it did. It took me, I think, 2 weeks.
I read it listened to it at 2 to 2.5 speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it took me 8 hours, maybe 10. I started at work and I finished it at home, so yeah.
Okay. So 530 pages. Is what it says for print length.
Now, hold on. I have 502 because beyond that is a prologue. Dive into the decadent world of Thornchapel with a sneak peek at Sierra Simone's first book in the series, A Lesson in Thorns. So, from 502 past.
Online, it says 530 pages, book 3 of 3, author is Sierra Simone, still published by the people who published it before. The Kindle that's for the Kindle format. For the audiobook, it was 17 hours and 18 minutes.
That sounds about right, yeah.
That's
what
painful.
I thought it was.
It was painful.
You just listen to it at 2 times speed and it's fine.
And then the paperback version is 528 pages total.
Bullshit.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay, see?
Right here? Online.
Here, about the author. It ends.
They're counting the extra stuff.
Yeah, this is the acknowledgement page. It's 521. Bullshit. Unless they're counting the cover as well.
Or they're counting the title page, and all that stuff.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, probably. That's what they're doing.
Yep.
Okay.
They're really stretching for that 528.
Yep. It was published by Bloom Books. All of them are published by Bloom Books. Bloombooks.com. It does have an ISBN. It is a USA Today best-selling author. That doesn't count for shit.
Ew.
We all know that it can be purchased. Okay, so yeah, the new Camelot series.
The little tagline at the top So
What does it say?
like sometimes it shows like a thing to like kind of like draw you in, like a little one-liner type thing. It says, "I think it's important that you know this about me, that you understand this. I'm not sorry. I'd do it again."
Yep.
Oh. What?
Oh, wait. Okay, listen.
Shut up, Mark.
Absolutely not. Go away, Mark.
After
Go
Mark
away, Mark.
Trevina's husband died 8 years ago. So maybe Mark's husband died well before this whole Sims incident.
Yes,
Okay.
it did.
Okay.
Because it was pretty fresh for them, right? Before the first book.
Yeah.
I guess.
So I'm looking at the same description that you're reading, and on here it's written a little bit different. So on the paperback version, the description on the back, right, it says, after Mark Trevina's husband died 8 years ago, he made vengeance his only purpose, his religion, his destiny. But to get to his enemy, he had to make himself like his enemy. Mortimer Cashel had a kingdom of secrets, then Mark would make an empire. Mortimer Cashel had blood on his hands, then Mark would bathe in it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
On the Kindle version, it's in the first person.
Okay.
So it's, after my husband died 8 years ago, I made vengeance my only purpose, my religion, my destiny. And it sounds kind of Batman-y at this point.
It does.
But to get to my enemy, I had to make myself like him. He had a kingdom of secrets, then I would make an empire. He had he had blood on his hands, then I would bathe in it. Like, it feels very Batman-y when it's that way.
Ew.
Definitely.
It's
Maybe that's why they changed it.
cringe at F. Okay. It is. All right. First, now that we've talked about that, do we have ratings on Kindle? What Kindle says the
4.5.
4.5? Really?
4.5 stars, 1,470 reviews, 4.2 on Goodreads with 5,412 ratings.
Okay.
I think that's inflated. I don't think it deserves it.
And so,
but before we get into our questions, go ahead.
It's 2% 2-star, 3% or 11% 3-star, 22% 4-star, and then 65% 5-star. So only half the people thought it was an amazing book. Like, nothing has been better.
I kind of want to know what those reviews say. You know what I mean?
Do you want me to pick out one of each?
Sure.
Let's do it. That sounds fun.
While you are finding them,
I'm gonna do shorter ones.
Okay.
So here's a 4. I'll start with 5-star
short ones. All right.
5 and go down. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So I'm you know what? I'm gonna shout out the names of the people too. This is great. So Serena Barbarino on Amazon said, I absolutely loved this series. The spice, the 5, sweaty face emoji and a chili pepper. Sierra is always a master of spice, so of course she brought the heat, but the writing was next level. Mark, Tristan, and Isolde were complex, real broken people. I cried so many times while reading this series. I felt each joy and betrayal like it was my own. This retelling was masterfully done. My only 5-star read so far this year.
All right.
Girl, get
Serena,
out
shout
some
out.
more.
Read more books.
Shout out Serena.
Read more books. Okay.
Right, 4-star from Margaret Gibson. The author always had me feeling the passion and sadness of the characters. I love her writing style. I only gave this a 4-star because some of the spice went a little too long for me with the angst and yearning. Also, I wish I had read these books without needing to wait for book 3. I was able to read 1 and 2 back to back, but had to wait for the release of book 3. I'm bad at remembering characters and their roles, so I think it's a little less invested with side characters and their motives in this book. However, the author did do a good job of refreshing me enough to get the gist of who people were. Can't wait for more books by her.
I hate people so much. Just reread the first book.
Yeah, so you gave it a lower rating because you suck at remembering things?
Right. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the author's fault. But
okay.
It is
3-star.
Continue.
3-star.
Now we're getting into the other ones. Lost Interest is the title of this one. Just Kindle Customer.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish the book. I made it through about 50% before stopping. I didn't like the character development. It felt superficial, and I completely lost interest in the plot. I couldn't bring myself to care whether the characters survived or ended up together. I purchased all the previous books in the series and followed the story up to this point, but this latest book just lost my interest.
Hey, I was 60% before I took a break, so I feel that hard. I feel it hard.
right,
Around
and
the
then we'll go
middle
to-
is where
let me
it
see if I can
kind of
find-
gets a little gushy, and you're just like, "What is happening?" The whole
see if I can find it
Yule
too.
thing.
I know, girl.
Continue. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm trying to. Yeah, we'll go like this next. Oh, god damn it! It's making me log into Amazon, and I'm logged into Amazon on my phone, so
No problem.
I can't get past 3 stars.
Ooh.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Ooh, I can probably pull it up. Let me look.
There's the only thing that's left should be one. There should be one 2-star review. To be fair,
Okay. Is it on Amazon or Kindle?
It's on
yeah,
Amazon.
I'm looking on Amazon right now just because I had
Amazon.
it open.
Okay.
Yeah, Kindle is hard to pull up
Bitterburn.
those the reviews like that. They only show
Okay.
the ones that they want to, and then you have to like scroll.
They're real selective.
Very selective.
Okay, hold on. One stand by. Let's just do. Yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Oh, Caitlin L.
Oh.
The best trilogy, 5 stars.
Okay, and we're at 2 stars right now.
Yeah, we're 2 stars.
0, 2 stars,
Really?
and
I'm
0.
showing 2.
Well, I think I'm on the audiobook version. Give me one second.
Oh, and also people might not have written reviews. They might have just given it 2 stars.
That's probably what happened because I
Yeah.
see it here. Let me see if I can find the regular version, not just the.
While you guys are doing that, I'm
Just
going
the
to
audiobook.
talk
Sorry.
up our new
Stand by.
sponsor. We got sponsored by Dubby, the Jitterless energy supplement that contains coffee bean extract. No sugar, very little carbs. I think 2 grams of carb per serving. It's actually very, very tasty. I enjoyed it. My husband enjoys it, and they are sponsoring our podcast. So thank you, Debbie. If you'd like to
Thank you.
check out our coupon code, you can. It's in the chat right now. Please use the link or use coupon code TPLD at checkout to get 10% off your Debbie order. Thank you very much, Debbie, for sponsoring our podcast, The Pretty Little Death. And we hope to try some more of these flavors. This one is the retro sherbet. It's the nostalgic.
I'm so
rainbow
excited to
sherbet
try
pop.
that.
It smells so good. It smells so good. I haven't tried this one. The one I tried was, I think I actually have some of it here. Nope, this is not it. It's here it is. It's called Dragonade. This one is one of my favorites. It's the dragon fruit pink strawberry lemonade flavor. I love it. You just basically dump this package or 1 scoop from the tub into 10 to 16 ounces of water. Give it a shake. It blends up, and yeah, it's really, really freaking tasty. No sugar. That is phenomenal. So check out Debbie. Use our coupon code. It will help support our channel and our podcast. Thank you very much, Debbie, for sponsoring us. We definitely, I think, have beaten this horse to death. We've hit well past our halfway point, but that's fine. Before we go in, guys, please join us on our Discord. We are taking our break for the summer. We plan to come back in September, where we are going to read the book Tusk Love, which, if anyone else is a big fan of Critical Role, is the story from...
Can't wait.
Yes,
Can't wait.
I have sent a letter into the Critical Role team, an email that said, hey, our book club is doing this. This is where you can find us. It's going to be a podcast episode. We'd love for not the actress, but Jester to show up and review this book with us. If that, we would love for that. Of course, anybody is welcome, but, we think it would be awesome. I've already purchased the book. Please join us for that discussion in September. Join us on the Discord. I have our link in the bio for the Discord. Join us. We'd love to discuss it with you. But we are going to take a break for the summer because it is balls hot in California in the summer. We are going to take the next 3 months off. We're going to recharge. We're going to prep for our upcoming season. Hopefully we'll do a little branding refresh and get things ready for all of these new series that we're planning on coming out with, and we want you to join us. We'd love your input. You can basically find any of us in the Discord, and we have channels that you get to post spicy memes on, and I love doing that all the time. What else are we talking about? Check us out on all of our Discord, or I'm sorry, all of our platforms for podcasts as well as YouTube. Every month we have at least one video. I'm hoping to start doing more. You can also find me here on Twitch. Join me while I'm playing a game, talk about the books that I've read. I love talking about them. I just finished a 4-series book in the span of 3 days, and I'd love to talk about it with anybody. You will not like it, Cass. You will not like it. It is very, very dark. Definitely
Dang it.
Dubcon in there. And I know how you are about that kind of stuff. So
it depends. It really depends.
There's not. Every once in a while.
Okay, then no.
Yeah.
Okay, then no.
I know. I know you might like this, Nigel. I think you might like it. We also are going to probably have a new co-host in the co-host pool. We did have a winner for our giveaway. I just have to send it out. Yay. So they're going to get this chunky, thick girl and all of the goodies that are inside. This is going to be our next series discussion. So anybody who wants to join me, the next book is supposed to come out soon. So I'm going to start rereading it. It might be a special or something like that, or I might just save it for season 3. I'm not quite sure yet. But A Bride of Brutal Hearts. This actually made my top of for 2025. So I have very high hopes for the next volume. But yes, we have another dude who wants to talk about dirty books with us.
Yay!
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, Nigel, you are going to lead us in our questions. You pick who to ask, when to ask, that kind of thing. I'm leaving that up to you.
Oh, I'll do a little rotation is what I'll do, but we'll start with you, critic. Question number 1: what is your overall rating?
Okay, I give this a 3. Yeah, I think I give it a 3 because, honest to goodness, I did enjoy it quite a bit until the end.
Yep.
Yeah, a 3.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed it way more than book 2. That's for sure.
Yeah, me too. I would say that.
Well, yeah, that's not hard. So my coworker, the coworker who might potentially hop into the pool also.
Yeah.
Actually, this was her favorite.
Really?
Okay.
Out of the sequels, sorry.
Yeah.
She liked the second one less. No, she liked the second one more than. No, sorry. This was her least favorite. Sorry, I got that.
Okay. This is her least favorite. All right.
She actually liked Honeycut more, and I was like, that's interesting, because I didn't.
Yeah. No, I thought this one was more spy-y. It was more of a spy adventure, which I actually enjoyed. I thought it was a nice change of pace.
According to that one review, it had too much intermittent stuff and not enough smut, but
crazy talk.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Crazy
so I'm going to
talk.
stick with 3 stars. 3 stars for me.
Okay. Your turn, Bestie.
I think. Oh man, I was gonna say solid 3, but I think I'm gonna be weird and do like a decimal and do like a 2.7 because I just don't like Mark in this, and it spoiled it so much that I was like, it was hard for me to get through and pay attention to the rest of the whole book because I was just like, I was so frustrated with him, and I'm like, I would listen to him drone on for like 20 minutes, and I can't listen to an audiobook at 2x. I think the highest I can do is like 1.6, or else I start missing details. But I was still, on a higher speed, and I was just like, I would just have to pause and be like, I can't. All right, I have to keep going,
fair.
and then
That's fair.
yeah. What about you?
So, the day has come. I'm going to give it the lowest score.
Okay. Wow.
I'm going to give it like I wanted to give it a 3, but also there's a huge part of me that wants to give it a 2, so I have to give it a 2.5.
There you go.
I
This
think
is odd.
I think the end.
What
The
is
end.
happening?
Yeah, I know. That's why, like,
Opposite
when
day.
she said 3 and you said 2.7, I was like, oh no.
Okay, so usually I
Um,
give the lowest score, and
Mhm.
the bestie gives the best score because she's everybody's bestie. What is happening?
Not this author's.
But like, so my reasoning is very similar to the bestie. I think the ending really tanked it for me. I think that they like, as a story, they could have made this a good story. As a smut book, they could have made this a good smut book. But I think what they tried too hard was they tried to focus too much on making both the best instead of finding a way for them to come together and make a collaborative, well thought out, interesting story.
I see that. I can see that. Yeah,
I agree.
And then
That's
like if they wouldn't have if they would have just let Mark like have that moment of self-sacrifice where he burns this empire that he's built down and go and be gone, and then like have like that same scene with like Nimue and Mark, but like as a spirit. I think that would have been a little bit more interesting to me. Like looking back and being like, you've been here before, and he's like, yeah, I know, but you chose differently this time. Oh shit, that's kind of cool.
Exactly. That's awesome. See,
yes.
I got goosebumps right now thinking about that. That would have been great.
But instead they were just like, make everybody happy, and it was like, it's not a happy story. Stop it.
Stop it. Like it to me, it's like making Romeo and Juliet a happily ever after. Well, you don't.
Yeah, if you just changed it so that they lived.
Can you imagine?
Making
it's like, hey,
Romeo
we're
and
gonna make Romeo and
Juliet
movie, but at the end, at the end, we want everyone to live, and their families are going to get along now. Oh, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Make Romeo and Juliet, but with adults.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit too.
That's my point. Because if Romeo and Juliet were adults, none of that shit would have fucking happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to be children.
So, like,
they do.
That 2.5 is like, it's a shaky 2.5 because I really want to go to like 2.25, but I'm gonna give it 2.5 because they had a little bit of like that. Like, I still like what they did at parts enough that I'm willing to give it a 2.5. So
that's fair.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't know if you guys agree, but I like the smut in this book a lot.
Yeah.
I liked it more than this last one.
Way more.
Yes.
But that's because we're kinky bastards.
Smut and smut only, I would probably rate it like a 4. I'd be like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good stuff. But no. But the plot ruined it, which is usually not the case.
Not the case.
So our average between the three of us is a 2.73.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yep.
I mean, I had to take one off because it was in first person.
Yeah. Technically, it was in first person 3 times.
It was. Yep. For the series,
Yeah. And it's again, like there was enough of the story that it was still good, and like if they would have leaned more one way or or leaned less of one way or the other, and found a way to like make it all kind of mesh. Because like, look, okay, nope, hold on, I'm saving that for number 3. Sorry.
Okay, let's go. What's
I have
our
a
next
thing.
question?
All right, starting with the bestie. Number 2, if there are corrections, what would they be?
Oh, I think we already talked about it. So, the ending.
Yes.
We would ex-nay the whole, Upid ending, which is,
That
the
epilogue
whole
was awful.
epilogue. Yep. I would have made Mark die, as it should have been. Someone should have died, and I mean real death, not metaphorical death. I think metaphorical death works in some instances. I don't think this is the story for that. Don't mess with a good thing, and don't make everything a happily ever after.
I can't agree more.
Yeah, I think
Any other corrections, though? Like, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot.
there's a lot.
But the ending was the worst. And you know what? Also, my biggest thing was Mark, obviously. I would rewrite it so that the audience knew that Mark, had a little bit more going on than just being a whiny crybaby in the beginning.
I think they could have taken an opportunity, like you're saying, they could have taken an opportunity to like delve a little bit more into like him sort of, without revealing his entire plan, but more of like started out like, yes, they ran away from me, but like my plan's going exactly according to the way that I wanted it to. These are things that I've had in motion for 8 years, and it seems like everything's finally starting to place. The time is about to come. Like, lead into it a little bit. Like, it's the general who's building up to war.
And I get frustrated because I feel like having the big reveal at the very end kind of negated everything that he had said to us, like in his thoughts and everything. And I'm like, if this were actually truly happening and you knew about all the things that were going on, I don't think you would have reacted the same way. So that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if the author had decided last minute to change the motivation at the very end, but I don't know, or it was like it was planned from the very beginning, and then the whole character assassination kind of in the beginning was just, I don't know. It was confusing and also frustrating. So I was just frustrated the whole time. So I would rewrite Mark. And what he says and does in the beginning of this book.
Critic.
Okay, so my correction would actually be for the whole series that leads into this, because like I said, they weren't really breadcrumbs for his motivation behind all of this. Like, we knew that his husband died. We didn't know like who he blamed for it or anything like that. We knew that he had set up this engagement with Isolde and her father a long time before they actually like she was like what, 17, 18, something like that. She's only 21 now.
Young.
We didn't ever like get to have any interactions with her father, and it looks like her father was like deep in the plans, knew what was going on with Mark to some extent. None of this is laid out in Isolde's story, for Christ's sake. The parts of Isolde's story should have been like hinted at in Isolde's story, and it wasn't. The whole thing with Tristan and being overseas and why he got hired, that should have been a little bit like, they actually did really well in Tristan's story. Like, we dealt with his story really, really well. I maintain the first book was the best one of the 3. However,
absolutely,
there needed to be a little bit more of a bread. I loved the twists. Okay, I loved at the end he lays it all out and you're just like blown away by it. I thought that was fantastic. I loved the scales. I feel like if you weren't able to recall these things, probably like that one reviewer, you missed a lot. Like we had months in between these books, right? Like we spread them out. And I feel like we all have a very good recall of what happened. And I think if you don't read these back to back and you have the attention span of a fucking gnat, you are not going to pick up that these things do layer in. So I think the layering needed to be a little bit better. That is my correction for that. But I agree. Somebody needed to fucking die. I do think Mark should have been the one to die, considering in classic literature it's Isolde and Tristan that died. Mark lives the rest of his life. But I think it would have been perfect. I love it. Like, if you're going to include the whole, like, we've done this many times before, you know, him dying would have made sense. It makes sense now. You know, like, he should have died. It shouldn't have been a metaphorical death. He should have died. And then that scene would have made more sense. Those are my corrections. Yeah. What about you? I like how we've all like actually thought about this a bit before we came into it.
We had thoughts.
This one, like, I literally, so I finished this book at about 4:00 this morning. I literally spent the rest of, like, almost my entire shift last night just powering through the last part of the book. I mean, I was a diligent worker, Mr. Boss Man.
I don't think they're watching our podcast.
Yeah, I know. Probably not, but
you never know.
I haven't mentioned where I work, so it's fine. But so I finished the book last night, so it's real fresh in my memory. And the thing is like, for correction, like all of us said, somebody needed to die in the ending. I don't necessarily know that I can say anything that you guys haven't already said that I agree with correction-wise, but I think the correction that I would recommend would be series-wise. And I like the way that they did the story between Tristan and Isolde in Salt Kiss, and they went back and forth between their narratives, back and forth, back and forth. I think that what could have done Honeycut a little bit better, and sort of leaning into what you were saying, Critic, is they could have done from the perspective of Isolde and Cashel, or Isolde and the Scales, without saying who the Scales is, but just like, and like, maybe if you're throwing something in from the Scales, make it like a 1 page, like a half a page little tidbit from the Scales. That's the paragraph, that's the end of it. Move on to the next thing for a while, and then throw in another little snippet from the Scales.
Yeah, don't have anybody mentioned or anything like that. Just a little thing of what they're doing.
And then throw in little bits of Tristan there, but not as predominant as it was. And then at the very end, the closing chapter for that, do something from Mark, introducing that Mark is now in play.
Yeah.
And then for this, most of it should have been Mark, with little snippets here and there from Tristan and Isolde. Less of this, like, because it basically, it felt like when the Tristan and Isolde parts were there, they were sort of not telling it from their perspective. They were still telling Mark's story.
Yeah.
I feel like Mark being the Dom should have been the dominant one.
Yeah.
And controlled the narrative and everything. And then at the end, when he dies, it's an opportunity for them to talk about him, and then closed out with Mark, like I said, that spirit, him and Nimue on the hill type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so book 1 should not have anybody's perspective except for Tristan's. Book 2 should not have had anybody's perspective but Isolde's. Like, she had already set it up like that, and I felt like it was lazy. This was something I think I said before. I felt like it was lazy that she jumped between other people's perspectives in their books, okay? In the third book, when Mark dies, we move from first person to third, and it's Mark looking on everybody from the spirit world.
Ooh, that would have been great.
I'm getting chills. That would have been perfect.
Or even if you wanted to stick with the first person and like have somebody else speak on, Mark's book, like do the thing of what they do in like old literature. Don't necessarily have one of the characters speak, but since Mark has passed, the narrator speaks, and make the narrator be Nimue.
Yeah, I was just thinking
that. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Sierra, we just made your series better. Fuck me
I don't know.
sideways.
She's sitting pretty at 4.5, so she's doing fine.
I guess.
For how much they put into like the ease, and for how much they put into the scales, and for how much they put into the saints, like they didn't give enough.
Mm-mm.
And I think if they would have given a little bit more of that, it would like that. I wouldn't shut the fuck up about this book.
Yeah.
Should have been more about it in book 2 too. I know that there's a lot of lip service, but like nothing shown until this book, and then I'm like, okay, cool, this is interesting, this is all good. Wish this was a little bit more shown, especially from Mark's perspective. But
I loved him city hopping. That was one of my favorite parts.
Yep.
Like using his skills as a spy,
dyeing
to get
his
home.
hair, putting on sunglasses, throwing on a hat, changing his coat, like just little things.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like Mission Impossible, like pull off my face mask.
Right.
It was like little teeny things.
Yeah.
All right. So next question: what's a major plot hole? I will start this time. My major plot hole, and like you guys are obviously entitled to your opinions. This is just mine. I think that the scene that they laid out, the smut scene where they were in the safe house after they had been kidnapped by the Saints, that ripped me out of the story so hard, because it was like, no, there's no
way this would happen.
No.
Or be allowed
they were
to
so
happen.
busy with these plans. They were making huge plans. They had a paramilitary, the CIA. They're trying to kill the Pope. They all just went through something terribly traumatic. Like, really? He flayed the skin off of his arm so he could pull out a shank. And you're telling me they're like, but let's fuck around a bit. That's my plot hole. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm gonna comment on yours, but I have my own. I think what happens is that contemporary authors really try to make this a movie in the hopes that it becomes a movie
in their head. Oh, yeah,
and if you think about it, in like action movies where there's a romance or whatever, in the heat of a moment after something exhilarating, like almost dying, happens, there's always a make out and a sex scene, and I think that's what this was.
Okay.
It's like a trying to be Bond.
I don't agree with it, but I think that's what it was. Yeah.
All right. We'll go. Who has their plot hole ready? Because I know usually this is where we all falter a bit.
I don't ever.
All right, we'll go quick, and then Bestie, that buys you a little time.
Okay, so my plot hole was the whole ease thing. Like, and scales, for that matter. I love the scales. The whole plot twist with the scales. Fan-fucking-tastic, okay? But the plot hole that I'm talking about is the ease being this super secret thing built on power and secrets and whatever, and the scales is like they're the super secret sect inside of the super secret sect, and then we find out no, scales is actually something totally different, independent, and the ease is made up.
Yeah.
The ease were made up by this one fucking Irish priest that wanted to become Pope. And for some reason, he decided he wanted what Mark had. What? That's the straw man you have built this entire story on?
Yeah, I don't like that.
On the subject of plot hole, not really a plot hole, but just it popped into my head when you were talking about how like the ease and stuff like that. I would read an entire story about the clockmakers.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that would have been
they only got mentioned a couple of times, but I was like, this organization is so freaking dope. Like, everybody knows them, everybody uses them, they have all of the information, and then there's the one part where they don't find enough information, like, what the fuck? No, we're going to keep looking into this. You don't have to pay us, but we're going to find this.
Yeah. I thought the couple of interactions with the clockmakers was just like, oh, I bet this actually exists.
Oh, I'm sure. Something like that.
Like, it made me think of that scene from Captain America, the first first Avenger, where she walks into the millinery shop and they're like, "Oh, it looks like rain." She's like, "Yes, but I always carry an umbrella." You know, like, I was like, that's what this shit is. It also, like, that scene made me think of it, but it also made me think of, because of the context of what we're talking about, that scene in the Da Vinci Code. Fantastic book, by the way. The book was so much better.
I love that book.
Where
That'd be a good book was better.
Oh my gosh, yes. Where the Opus Dei, the monk, I can't remember what his actual name, Silas.
Yeah.
Silas goes and looks for the keystone, and the sister says the code into the phone when he finds the decoy. I was like, okay, yes. Like, I know Opus Dei is a thing. It is a sect within the Catholic Church. I don't think it's a militant sect or anything like that. But I mean, like, all of that kind of secrecy, I think that's what the E's were trying to be, was like the Opus Dei in Da Vinci Code, and done poorly.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But that whole clockmakers, like, it's secrets upon secrets upon secrets, and nobody's actually using anything and doing anything with all of this information. And to me, it's just a huge plot hole. Like, what is the point? What is the point? Money, power? Okay, cool. Like, you're
Money
a fucking priest in the richest church, and you just became pope.
So it's to maintain the power is the
but,
point.
Okay,
I guess.
but the only way he's not going to be pope is if he dies.
Exactly, which is
so again,
like you
what
already
is
made
the
it, buddy.
point?
You made it.
You know what? There it is. When all right, Bestie, when you're done with your plot hole, I have one more plot hole I want to throw out there now.
I don't have anything on the docket, so go for it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. The Pope, right?
Yeah.
Would you say probably the either most or second most recognizable world leader, period, end of discussion?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
How were they able to get to him at a dentist's office? I'm going to do the Italian hands.
I do this at home a lot, by the way. I don't know.
Good point.
Like, what is it? Does everybody know that when world leaders go to the dentist, we just leave their protection at home?
Well, okay, first of all, the Pope would have the dentist come to him.
Right, but he didn't want people to know that he had a weakness in his bad teeth.
Who cares?
So the dentist would come to him.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't just waltz into a dentist's office. They have the city of Rome, right?
Yes.
The papal palace is its own sovereign. It's the smallest nation
it's its own
state.
country. Vatican City.
Vatican City is one of the smallest countries on
It also has the highest crime rate.
Yes, pickpockets are notoriously bad. Rome, in particular, has a really bad pickpocket problem. So does Paris, apparently.
Yeah,
but
I can tell you about that. I got stories about Paris.
I bet. But like, everything within Vatican City is under papal jurisdiction. Like, the doctor is in the papal palace. The dentist is in the that's perfect, because that is a huge plot hole itself. Like, the Pope does not leave Vatican City unless it's a planned event. It's not. Yeah.
He's not just like, hey guys, I got to go to the dentist real quick. Catch you later. And they're like, all right, Pope, peace out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That when you were talking about like killing the Pope, I was like, oh shit, the dentist's office. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that completely.
There was so much.
That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
All right. I feel like this is going to be an easy one, but romance, smut, or erotica? I mean,
Romance?
Romance.
I don't know. There's a lot of smut in it.
There
But
is, but it's not.
There is,
but it's not the focus.
It also,
but it's not the focus at all.
and it
really
feels like a second. It feels like a second running storyline.
It does.
It does.
The honest to goodness, I think the smut. There was things that I thought they were going to hit in this volume that they didn't hit in the second one or the third one that just never happened. And I'm kind of sad about it. Like I totally thought Mark was going to take a switch position a couple of times.
Me too.
And I was just like,
I was so excited for that.
I was waiting for him to be a switch and Isolde to be the dom, and I was like,
yep.
Because it was mentioned. It was mentioned, and it just never happened, and I was like, oh.
I know. That was upsetting. I agree.
So my coworker last night went home early because Pride is this weekend.
Yes.
And they were taking their daughter to Pride.
Nice.
Happy Pride.
So happy Pride, everybody. My boss comes up to me and he shows me this Instagram. My boss is like, he's 11 years old.
Okay.
He's a real nice guy, but he comes up and he shows me this like Instagram reel, and it was this girl talking about. She's like, he's like, I saw this and I thought of coworker, and she's like, like when people ask me what kind of books I like I can't tell them. Like I like nasty, dirty, smutty, but like it was one of those. And like I started laughing, and he's like, what? And I was like, oh, you should just like the book that I just finished reading.
Oh yeah,
like is totally in this category. And he was like, what do you mean?
Your mind.
So I let him read a very short excerpt of the book. But I picked one that was really simple, and I've never seen someone start turning red and smile uncomfortably more than that. And it was only the scene where Mark makes him say that, I'm a slut. I love being your slut. I'll always be a slut for you. And the one that I was going to have him read was the part where they use the term cum puddle, because that is now my favorite term that I'm going to use to insult people.
I forgot about that.
I'm honest.
That word, honestly, that phrase grossed me out so much, but I was like, I like this. I'm keeping it.
Just wait until we read one that has cum gutters in it, okay?
Oh, I've said that before, but like the like imagery that comes to your brain when someone goes cum puddle.
Yeah.
You
read the duet, the snake one with me?
Yeah.
There's some horrifying things
in
both of them.
Both of them.
That is my favorite part about having gotten into these books, is learning some of these phrases that are used. I'm like, whoa, all right, that's cool.
Okay,
I think cum fountain was one.
Yep. It was it was a literal fountain, but
a literal.
It was a stone fountain that everybody just into, and just into,
just like that.
And then you went and grabbed some and ate it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the worst fondue ever.
It's the saltiest fondue ever. That's
so disgusting.
Oh, it's terrible with the bread. Have you tried it with the strawberries yet?
I am guys, stop. I'm not kidding. Stop.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not.
I was gagging when I read that. I'm like, oh no.
I'm not.
You don't know chocolate fountains at weddings.
God damn it! Shut up. Okay, shut up. I'm not kidding. I'm.
I'm done.
I'm not.
Oh shit.
You don't sound okay. I'm sorry.
We gotta stop. Breathe.
All right.
Breathe.
Next question.
Yeah. Next question.
All right. Freebie question. Who wants to go first?
Oh my gosh. That has never happened to me before, okay? That scene in that book, though, it was so hard to read. Oh. And then talking about it, fuck both of you. Okay.
You look, I don't know. That became a bit for me. I would have kept going.
Oh my god.
I would have kept going.
There's not much that will get me gagging like that, but that will, okay? Okay.
Oh.
I'm fine now.
All right, freebie question.
Okay. Who's
Oh
first?
boy.
You can go first.
Okay. Freebie question. Are we happy that we read this now? Like overall, are we happy that we read this story?
I am. I'm happy.
I am.
Okay.
I'm happy that we saw it all the way to conclusion. And I'm happy that it's over. I'm really happy that it's over.
Yeah, I'm not.
Me too.
I mean, I have all 3 books now. Actually, I think the bestie has the Salt Kiss.
I do.
I
have it in a bag ready for you.
Okay.
It was a very steady decline in the story to me, and
Yeah.
I think this was a great move for it to. It's like, cool, we're done, 3 books, that's it. Because I think if there's a 4th, I'd kind of be like, do we have to read the 4th one?
Yeah, I don't think if there were a 4th one, I don't even want us to look at the next series, which is
I thought about
the
it.
Camelot series.
But I don't.
It's like 7 books, and including
No,
a novella. I know I've said this before. The Arthurian legend around these characters is so convoluted. It's like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock. Like, they're just short stories that are put together in a semblance of a timeline, and no two not historians, but scholars have ever been able to reconcile how these stories actually fit together in whatever timeline. We know what happens in the beginning, and we know what happens in the end, and in the middle is kind of just a jumble, So the fact that Simone has gone on to try and codify the story of Lancelot, Guinevere, and Arthur is frightening. Especially since Guinevere doesn't show up in a lot of these stories in the kingdom. Like, she is a background character, and not until the end does her part really become important. So the fact that there are so many stories about it, or so many books in that series, frightening, very frightening. So no interest.
I'm not gonna read them.
I am glad we finally finished this. Because after the second one, I was
worried,
skeptical.
I was anxious about it. That's for sure. That was my question.
Especially seeing how thick she is, I was like, "Oh no!"
Well, okay, so I got both books at the same time. The third came out, and I ordered the second one, and they came in together. So I got Honeycut and Bitterburn, and I was like, yeah, look how thick Bitterburn. If you go back and look at Salt Kiss when we did it, I got them both, and I said Bitterburn looks great. It's a thick girl. Like, we're gonna really have something to sink our teeth into. And then when they got here, I was so excited. We read Honeycut, and I was less excited about Bitterburn. I was like,
when I saw that, because I remember the length of the first book and the length of the second book, and I was like, all right, these are bearable. And then when I looked at the details when I was starting the digital format, I was like, oh no, please,
no, please, God, no.
And then it started strong, and then it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So that was my question. Who's next?
What? Okay, I'm sure all 3 of us had probably different ideas on how the climax should have happened.
Okay.
I want to I know that the plot twist kind of came out of nowhere for all 3 of us, right? But was there? I guess this goes along with changes, but my question is, what ending were you anticipating? What climax were you anticipating?
I expected honestly sort of a kind of not to sell Sierra Simone short, but I kind of half expected her to kind of cop out and just do like a real short like finding of the scales, like ending of the story kind of thing, and then leading into more about them coming together as a family.
Right.
I didn't expect it to be that cool reveal that they did. Having seen the reveal that they did, I would have liked it to have ended differently, as we've all beaten that horse enough times. I'm not going to go back into it.
Sure.
But I think I genuinely expected, like, she had dug herself so far into it, and like with the way that the Pope got killed and the point that they were at, I was like, oh, like she pulled the ripcord too early.
Yeah. It was so early. I think it was like 60% through. I think this is where I was starting to be like, there's more book.
Yeah.
And because when after they get back to Lyonesse, it's at like, I think I was at 80%.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's still 20% left.
That's a hell of an epilogue.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And then there were 2 epilogues.
Yeah.
And then there were 2.
Or the epilogue and the afterword. Sorry.
So I would like to say that not everything needs a fucking epilogue.
Thank you.
I agree. Why is it in everything?
I don't know.
Especially romance smut. There's every single one has one, and I hate it.
I know I said this in season 1, and I think I said it in the beginning of season 2. If there are going to be time jumps, that is what the prologue and the epilogue are for. Set it up at the beginning, set it up at the end. But if it's not necessary, you don't need it. The only reason people put the happily ever after in the epilogue is because they want to do this jump forward, see where they're at in the future. It doesn't fucking need to happen, though. Like, the ending of this kind of just was succinct and perfect. And what did you give us? You gave us another smut scene, which, okay, thank you. But it was also a very sappy ending. And I did not need it.
Yep.
What was your question again? That was not my answer to your question.
Oh, no. It's fine. And I think maybe it's a little bit too much rehashing, but I was curious to see if you had a different idea of what the climax, like what you had anticipated versus what happened.
I honestly did not know where they were going with this one, which for me is a breath of fresh air. That's why I rated it so high, because usually I can figure out where the fuck a story is going within the first, like if it's a movie, first 5-10 minutes and figure out everything. But in a book, it usually in the first couple of chapters, I can figure out where this is going. Like, because everybody hits those fucking same points. Oh, you like what you see? I'm going to make you pancakes for breakfast. And there was usually another one. Those same fucking lines every goddamn time.
It is every rehashing, every single one.
The series I just finished, the 4-book series, in one book it happened 3 times in the span of 2 chapters. I was like, yeah, but I was already in book like 3, so I was gonna finish the goddamn thing. Yeah, so there wasn't a lot.
Dedication.
I'm a follow through bitch. I didn't anticipate thing, but like I don't have any ideas on how to change it other than the whole ease plot hole. Like, to me, that just did not make sense. Why build it up and not have it go anywhere?
It didn't, unless she's setting it up for more books.
So I'm thinking about like that review that I read where they were like, Isolde grew so much as a character.
Like I said, are we reading the same book?
What I realized was, like, think about it. In all 3 books, we had an Isolde mopey sad girl can't get over her own sadness, like being beaten down by the elements, and some man has to come and find her and pick her up and drag her back into being a healthy person again.
Yeah.
In every single one of them. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I just realized, like, because you were saying those tropes that like happen over and over again. I was like, this author used the same one 3 times. Like,
yeah, she has no personality. The only thing she has going for her is that she is this femme fatale Lolita type, and is not even good at it.
You don't get to see any of it.
Well,
which makes me think like that she's not good at it. you,
Right.
you don't see
So
her
here's
doing
the-
anything. They're not sending her out on a mission other than trap Mark and be a honeypot.
Yeah.
But like,
They did a couple of scenes where they kind of touched on her like I'm a saint thing.
at the very
But
beginning
the thing that
of book 2.
But the thing that was crazy to me, was like when they talked about how like her elite prep school upbringing and her ability to be a socialite and interact in all these situations and stuff like that and do these.
Yes.
The only time we got a demonstration of it was at the funeral, and it was because she was helping with putting out hors d'oeuvres and stuff. And it was like, what are you
Yeah.
No.
What?
Okay, this is such a good point because they made it such a thing in her book that she builds her up to be this creature that like fantastical socialite.
Ethereal
We
type
don't see
thing.
any of that.
Yes.
And you get so frustrated because it's like, wouldn't it have been so great to see her in these like crazy like Bond like scenarios where she has to talk her way out of stuff,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I would have so good, and you could have done it.
You know what-
Every
would've been-
opportunity.
What would have been absolutely fantastic would have been if like at some point, like, because she's trying to prove that like, oh, we belong together with Mark, like teamwork makes the dream work. If like at some point like she like Mark's on a phone call or something like that, and they just had a thing where like all of a sudden Isolde's phone rings, she answers it and she walks away and she comes back a little bit later and they're like, oh, what was that? And she's like, nothing. And then when Mark's plan starts falling through, that was Isolde using one of her socialite elite connections or something like that leads them to the information. And like it shows the two worlds coming together. It brings them into this thing.
Yeah.
So good.
One of the things that we didn't even touch on is Tristan getting sent away for a good half of the book.
I know, because they didn't know what to do with him, so they're like, you're gonna go away.
And during that whole section, nothing really happens with Isolde and Mark either. He
I
makes
know.
her grovel
They just live happily ever after.
in
I hated
separate
I hated that
apartments.
part so much.
Like,
Well, for a while it was in separate apartments, but then when he started sleeping in the same room as her because she had her sad girl moment.
yeah, but still, it was like, what's like, there were, like I said, I was very pleased with the story, not as much as the first book, but there are points where even I was like, why is this in here? Are you padding your
Where are you
page
going?
number?
It felt like that.
Yeah.
Like there, I know that it kind of built up this relationship with the other chick for Tristan, and it had it basically Isabella, yeah, and it gave that kind of nice soft moment for Mark at the end to have with Isabella. But like, if you cut all of that, it does not impede the story at all.
No.
Yeah.
So
Wasted
I
opportunity.
don't really have a freebie question. My freebie question was more of like, it was going to be sort of like more of a bitch fest about Isolde, but we kind of just naturally led into it.
Yeah. We've done enough episodes
honestly,
together that we all kind of know what we're looking for, I think, at this point, and what's going to rankle us about a read.
And because what I was going to say was because honestly, I think Isolde was the weakest character.
Oh, yeah.
1000%.
Yeah.
1000%.
She is forgettable
and
in this book.
So sad. So sad.
She could have been the strongest character.
She could have been.
But
And
they made her the weakest character, and it really did a disservice to the character.
It's because the author came. If you've read, I don't know if you read the prelude or was it the afterword or something. She thought of Mark first. Mark came into the owners or the
while she was shaving her legs in the shower.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm like, okay, that makes 100% sense because this is a Mark-centered story.
Oh, hey, bestie. Or not bestie, sorry, critic.
Yeah.
I think that she should lose a little bit of points because she even wrote her part in the first person.
Yeah.
The afterword was her perspective. From her perspective, she had 4 characters in first person.
Shame.
I did not read the afterwards. Sorry. I did not listen to the afterward. As soon as the
you didn't miss much.
I was curious.
Yeah.
I started reading it and I was like, oh, there's more to the story. And then I was like, oh, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, I never read that bullshit. It's just ego fluffing.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think I even put an afterword in my book because I hate them so much.
Yeah.
They are nothing but ego strokes.
They are. And this one was
egregious, it sounds like. Yeah. Okay, well guys, we've read for the month of June and our season finale. I don't know who all is watching with us now, but thank you very much for joining us. We read Bitterburn by Sierra Simone. I just realized she has italicized bitter. Oh, she did that for all of them.
Burn is not.
Yeah. Yep. Honey is also italicized. Stupid. Anyways, we read Bitterburn by Sierra Simone. It was 502 pages in paperback, 17 hours in audiobook, and 500 and what in Kindle?
30.
530 in Kindle. We gave it a average of 2.73 stars. Consensus is, do we read or do we not read?
Okay.
I feel like a 2.5 is a read.
Now that all of them are out, read.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So, if you had to wait for anything more, I'd say absolutely not at this point. But because they're all out, if you have the time and you want something that's gonna you can sink your teeth into for 4 days.
Yeah. If you could stand it that long.
Then these 3 books, take them.
So I think
I agree.
Going into season 3, what we'll do is if we get an average that's above 2.5, it's a read. If it's a 2.5-ish, between 2.5 and 3, it could go either way. But if it's above 2.53, then it's a read. If it's below, then it's a don't read. I think that's what we're going to do going forward. Because that sounds like it's a good way to go.
I think between 2 and 3, it could go either way.
Okay.
Because if it's under a 2 or a 2, clearly it's a not read. Anything over a 3, clearly you should at least give it a chance.
Yeah.
But if it's in between 2 and 3, because it can go either way. It's it's right around the average. It's sort of well, it was good at parts, but it wasn't that great. I'm not going to rate it low because it was well written. The story could have been well developed. It could have had nice scenes and stuff like that, but it wasn't that interesting, which is why we gave it a lower score. So I wouldn't read it again. And that could be in a 2 to 3 range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and this kind of falls right there. It's barely over that cusp of I'd recommend that you read it. The series as a whole, yes. This book, again, I'm at the 2.5 though. So I'm on the cusp. I'm read it if you've read the other 2. If you haven't and you're starting on this one, why? First of all, don't.
Yes. Don't do that to yourself.
But
you're gonna be so confused.
Just if you've read the other 2, go for it. 100%. Yeah. If you were I've read the 2, but it's been so long, should I read this? Yeah. Maybe do yourself a favor and go back and skim through the other 2 books so that you haven't forgotten some of the cool details. Or better yet, what you could do is go to our YouTube channel and watch past episodes where we review these books.
Yes. We try not to give spoilers in our book of the month. Of course, our series discussion is a little different. Our special discussions are different. But join us in their Discord and totally give us ideas on what to do for our series discussions or our special discussions. We love having more books to read. What were you going to say?
Yes.
And if you go all the way back to Salt Kiss, you'll get to see my first episode.
Yeah. Thank you again to Dubby, our sponsor. I'm using our little packets and our little tubby here for Dubby. Use our discount code for 10% off your order. It is TPLD for the pretty little death. Or you can click the link in our chat because it's there. I will also have a link in our Discord. I think I already put it in our Discord, but whatever. Join us on Discord, join us on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere you get your podcasts. Guys, I'm going to tell you about this series, okay? I'm going to recommend this series. I know you're not gonna read it, bestie, but I like. Oh wait, I know. It's got
Okay.
Dubcon in it, and I know how you are about the Dubcons.
It depends on what it is.
But it's also
You know
got
my
the
limits, though.
knots.
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's got the knots. It's got the Dubcons.
I don't like
Okay.
Omega.
And it's not. That's the thing it's not Omegaverse.
I'm sorry if it has
I
nodding
know,
in it.
I know, but it's not like a
It's
quintessential.
adjacent. It's adjacent.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. They are vampire werewolf types.
Oh God.
Okay, but okay, but all right. Anywho, Cryptid might like this though. Okay, the first book is called